So, Chris, let's dive into maybe some guys South Carolina made a big move with. And I want to start, I think, with Brayden Tyson, the running back who comes in. As we talked about, we did get a reaction from him. Not a man of a ton of words. Like you're just not going to get a lot from him in terms of where things are, in terms of his recruitment. But the word behind the scenes certainly was that South Carolina, by getting him in on an unofficial visit earlier this spring and now on the OV, I think we see this trending or momentum. We see that used a lot when describing where recruitment stand these days. There was some momentum or buzz for some other schools too coming in this weekend. Kind of feels like South Carolina has captured that coming right off the heels of this OV.
Yeah, it does. Third overall visit to South Carolina, most in-depth, of course, with the official visit, which is typical. But he's now seen South Carolina in a few different categories, a few different settings. The official visit setting, of course, very in-depth, formal, but also informal from the standpoint of there's not a football game going on in May. There's not spring practice that the staff's juggling. It's all hands on deck and all attention's on the prospects and these families, laying out a plan for them, not only on the field, but off the field. Branding and marketing so big now. What does NIL look like? But then football, how are you going to be used? What's the depth chart look like? It's a prospect that Stan Drayton, first-year running backs coach, veteran for South Carolina, veteran of the industry, has been building with him. And not a new name to the party for any means by South Carolina, someone that they've been on for a while and maybe flown a little bit under the radar in terms of fans talking about him. I think one reason for that, Wes, is just South Carolina's had a few different in-state running backs that they've been juggling. Two of those, for all intents and purposes, are still on the board. But they want to sign 2 high school backs in this class. As we all know, the Gamecocks have been shut out from the high school ranks in the past 2 recruiting classes, something that Shane Beamer sought to change this offseason in terms of that recruiting plus the on-field production. And Tyson has the look right now of someone that, you could say is a very strong potential add to this class. Plays at a program in Brookwood that's well known. They play high-level competition. And he's put up some big numbers the past 2 seasons, Wes. He ran for 1,200 yards and 16 touchdowns as a junior. His sophomore year actually was even better, over 2,000 yards and I think 26 touchdowns that year. So you see this kid on film, and if you've ever seen him in person, just kind of roaming the sidelines during a visit or whatever it may be, this is a big kid. He's listed at 6'1", I think 215. Not going to be probably a huge breakaway threat at the next level, but he can run through contact. He's got good vision. He's been super productive at the high school level.
Dude, this film's pretty good. I don't think I've watched this. Those on the video version are seeing it right now. Chris, have you noticed how on social media right now, the biggest thing, this is not football related, this is just in general. People on Twitter will do this thing called vague posting where they just say something super, super vague, and then it gets all this attention because, people are responding saying, say what you mean, say what you, and it's probably one of my least favorite things in social media right now. That's not what I'm doing right now, but I am going to say something vague right now, Chris, because I just don't want to say it. I do not want to say it. But if y'all are on the video version, I want y'all to watch this clip right here. Just watch this clip.
I already know what you're going with. Yeah,
I'm not saying it. But I'm telling you.
I already know what you're going with because I had the same
you all, any Gamecock fan knows exactly. And I'm sorry if you're on the audio version. I'm not going to say it. Yeah. Watch this clip.
It's a good way to make people go back and watch it. I know exactly what you're saying. I had the same thought over the weekend watching this.
Yeah. I'm telling you, there are some.
Yeah.
Just watch him run too.
Yeah.
That was him on the block right there. The height, you know, a little bit of a taller running back. There's another clip where coming up here, I had the same thought. I'm hoping, I'm wondering if anybody in the chat. Yep, okay. We're on the same wavelength. Even this kind of breakaway where he's like breaking away, but not, you know, not just burning everybody. The vision. Look at this cut. Look at this cut. Okay, all right. I'm done. But y'all are picking up what I'm putting down in the chat. Did you have you had the same thought before I
No,
said that?
yeah, dead serious. Yeah, I was like, I'm not going there. You know, your mind is like, nope,
There's
can't go
certain
there.
things that you just don't do.
Yep.
But, whew, pretty good film there, boys. That will bring back memories. We'll just put it like that.